professional makeup artist does makeup. So let's go.
We're starting off with the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream, which is just amazing underneath makeup. Really gives you that glow from within, and it smells incredible, which is like probably the best part. Yeah, it's like spa in a bottle.
So do you like people to start with moisturizer on, or you prefer putting it on?
I like putting it on just because this one is really good. I mean, yeah, I just love this one.
Amazing.
It's really good. So we're going in with the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream, which I love for makeup. It has kind of these like light reflecting particles inside, which is nice because like the light will bounce off and then help with any dark circles.
Do you use this as like a primer?
Yeah, so I use just moisturizer and eye cream as a primer. If you have good ones, you don't necessarily need like a separate primer unless you have some like texture to your skin, which like, your skin is flawless.
That's so interesting. So you don't normally use primer then? That's so interesting. I love that. A primer actually sometimes makes me like get pilly.
Oh, really?
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. So like I would prefer just moisturizer if more people just did that.
Yeah, you definitely can. So next I use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, which is great, especially for someone who has skin like Jillian, because it's like really your skin but better. So it's not like super high coverage, like your skin will still shine through it, which I really like. So it's more of like a natural finish.
If somebody had some acne scars or things we're trying to cover up, what is your go-to foundation for that? Like what's more of a heavier foundation?
The Hourglass foundation is a good one for that. It's a little bit higher coverage for
this is your pick for like a go-to light, your skin but better type thing.
Yeah.
Let me make sure
also the Dior Backstage, which I also brought, is a good one.
Nice.
Yeah, and they're buildable as well. So next we're using the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, which is just also like a fan favorite. A lot of makeup artists use this one. It stays on really well. It blends really nicely. It's buildable, so you can go in and give like minimal coverage, or you can build it and really get like full coverage.
Love that.
Yeah, it's really, really nice, and it will stay, which I like.
I love that. Oh, this is pretty.
Very lightweight.
Beautiful.
So next we're going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Pressed Powder, which is just kind of a staple. And if you want to go in lightly, which I'll do today probably because this is like a daytime kind of casual, I'll go in with a brush to just dust it, give kind of like a more lightweight effect, but really will help eliminate any shine that you wouldn't naturally have underneath your eyes. You could also go in with a puff, which will just give you more coverage if you were going to like a nighttime event or a wedding and like really wanted to make sure your makeup stayed in place for 5 hours, then I'd go in with a puff. Going in with one of my favorites next, which is this Dibs Desert Island Duo. So it has cream blush and cream bronzer on each side. They come in lots of amazing colors. They also smell so good. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of the cream contour. She obviously doesn't need much. She has these like amazing cheekbones, but just like a tiny bit in a cool shade, because a cool shade will mimic a shadow. So I'm not gonna use the blush end today, but these are just so good and so well priced. I like to apply things on the back of my hand. It just like will warm up the product and just make sure to get it evenly on the brush as opposed to going straight on the face, especially doing like more of a lightweight look on Jillian. I don't feel like I need to go in with the stick.
Why do makeup artists always say they want to warm something up? I don't know. I don't understand that.
Yeah, just to help it like blend more nicely.
Better?
Yeah, exactly.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go in, and you don't want to go underneath your natural shadow. You want to go above it because you don't want it to bring your face down. You want it to lift your face.
Okay.
So she has this like amazing natural shadow right here, and I'm just gonna go like right above it. So it's just going
to like make the cheekbones pop?
Yes, exactly. And just like lift your face, and we'll go into the temples here as well. And you'll see when we go head on after, the way it just carves out your cheek.
Oh, I look very sculpted.
Yeah, that's the idea. So next is the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in the shade Hope, which I love. It's my favorite shade. I think it'll be gorgeous on her skin tone, but really on anyone's skin tone. Just a really like natural, neutrally finish, and the pigment is amazing. You need hardly anything of this product. This bottle will last you forever, and it will really like stay on your face for a long time. Put a powder on top to make sure it like lasts all day. But this will give you like a gorgeous like glow from.
Do you know, I've never used liquid blush because I just didn't know how you were supposed to apply it. I think I tried once and I swiped it on my cheek, and then I was stuck with like a clown look for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do I do with this? How do I blend? Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it moved my foundation. Like, you know, I like smudged it. Maybe I pressed too hard. I think I'm gentle with skincare, but not gentle enough with makeup. Like makeup, I'll just throw it on.
Yeah, I get it. Next, we're going in with Pat McGrath in Powder Blush. Nude Venus 2.
Ooh, that's so pretty.
Yeah, it's really pretty, and it will just help to seal in the blush and make sure that it stays on.
Okay, 2 blushes.
Next, we're going in with Makeup by Mario's Ethereal Palette, which, like, again, just is gonna complement her skin so nicely. We've used kind of like cool tone shades on her face, and now we're gonna bring it in with the eyes to kind of make the look really cohesive. And this also has some gorgeous glitter toppers, which I'm not gonna use today for a daytime event, but if you were going out at night, it has beautiful glitter toppers.
That's so pretty. What's the key to like putting on eyeshadow?
Light layers, I think, like going in lightly and then building it if you want. And then also, I think using the more pigment you want in certain areas, go in with a smaller brush.
Okay.
So like,
we'll show them.
Yeah, you can start with like a brush that's more like fluffy to kind of like just make the shape of your eye stand out. And then if you want to get more concentrated with deeper colors, use a smaller, like more precise brush. So going in with kind of this light brown shade to start by just like carving out the shape of her eye. So you would take a shade that's similar to like a powder bronzer that you would use on your face to just kind of go over the crease and in the corner, and want to drag it up and out a little bit to help lift the eye. But this is really, it's kind of like a contour for your eye. So it's going to help just open it up and make your eye pop with this original, what we would call like a transition shade, because you'll use it also throughout the look to help blend everything.
Okay, here's my question. How do you know what colors to use? Like if you want an open, lifted look, like there's too many colors in that palette. I wouldn't know what to pick.
Yeah, start with like a light, or I wouldn't even say necessarily light, but a brown color that would mimic like a powder bronzer that you would use on your cheeks. So like this is like similar, it's probably a little bit darker than what I would use on your cheeks, but it's a similar tone and it's not too harsh. It's like a brown that's going to help contour, so it'd be similar in shade to like the contour that I used on your face. I would always use a brown. Now I'm gonna go in with one of the lighter shades from this palette to go on like directly on the lid of your eye, which will also again like help to open it up and just create like we're gonna create kind of almost like an ombre effect between like the center of your eye and the outer of your eye. After you apply eyeshadow, take a clean brush to kind of fan out the edges, and that'll help everything blend more naturally and not have any harsh lines.
Yeah, mine looks like I'm coming from a clown car when I do the makeup.
Using that same like bronzer-like transition shade, we're just gonna briefly like swipe under the eye, dust I should say, under the eye just to bring it all together. Again, it'll open up the eye a little more, but just very lightly. Look up actually, just gonna dust under really lightly.
And what is this for?
This is it's gonna, again, help like open up your eye. So again, we're kind of mimicking a shadow. So like, it's like your eye socket is so deep that it's creating a shadow underneath.
Yeah, I have like, my eyes are like inside my brain.
Yeah.
They're like back there.
Yeah, so this is going to help make it look like you have bigger eyes. I mean, you have big eyes, you have gorgeous eyes, but
this will make them bigger.
Yeah. We're going in with the Tweezer Man Lash Curler. She has insane lashes. I feel like in this whole video, everyone's just gonna be like, she's blowing smoke up your ass this whole time. But she really does. So like, honestly, she wouldn't even really need this. I have very straight lashes. This is like one of my holy grail products. I'm gonna use it anyway, just to like give you a little bit of a lift.
Open them up.
You open the eyes, right? Always. And just make sure, I guess, they're curling like evenly and you don't have any lashes that are like going in a wonky direction.
And
so
then
we're gonna do this.
mascara at the same time.
Yes, we're gonna do the Tartelette, or Tarte. Their branding is Tartelette, but the Tarte Tubing Mascara, which is a new favorite of mine. I tend to get fallout with mascara. Like I get like little pieces underneath my eye throughout the day when I wear it. This stuff stays on your lashes. Like, I do not get any fallout. It's literally the only mascara that doesn't give me fallout. So it's a new favorite, and it's just amazing for lengthening.
Wow.
So we're gonna use this today.
Okay, I love it.
Get close, but not hopefully pinch you. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
And you're just gonna hold it down You can bounce a little. I honestly don't know if that ever actually does anything.
What do you think about that trend that people used to do of heating it?
I used to do it.
Did that actually work?
I do think it works, personally. As someone who has straight lashes, I liked doing it. I haven't done it in a long time, and I would never do it on a client because like the heat might scare them.
Oh my God, totally.
But if you have straight lashes, I recommend trying it.
Really?
Yeah, I would. I'm gonna curl this one too.
Okay. Now, what's the key to mascara?
I would just look at what you're buying. Look at how they're advertising it. Like, do you want something voluminous where it's really gonna make your lashes not clumpy? Like, I mean, hopefully if you're getting a good mascara, it's not clumpy, or are you getting like a lengthening mascara, which is probably gonna be a little more natural looking, but make your lashes appear longer. So it's really what you want to go for. For nighttime, maybe a voluminous, but for daytime, I go for more of like a lengthening.
Here's a question I don't know.
Yeah.
When you're taking the mascara out of the tube, are you supposed to like shove it in and out and like get off the excess?
I don't personally.
You just like take it out of the tube and use it?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe that's why my mascara sucks. I like wipe off all of the mascara before I put it on my eye. Do you know what I mean? Like I wipe it.
Yeah.
So you don't do, professionals don't do that?
No.
All right, we're learning something, folks. Oh my, stop it now.
I know. It's such a good one. Okay, this is the MAC Eyebrows Styler in Fling. I think Fling is the color. Yeah, great eyebrow pencil. There are probably a lot of good ones. I happen to like this one. I haven't tried everything that's on the market. If you want something that's like drugstore, NYX, NYX makes great ones too.
I love NYX. And I love that they're affordable too.
100%. Yeah, this is like a great color for you for sure. This is like great for blondes or those who have just like lighter eyebrows. Anastasia Brow Gel. This stuff will keep your brows in place. They literally won't move.
Wait, this is a literal jelly. Stop, that's so cool.
You take like almost like a mascara wand. And that's how you'll apply it.
Makeup artists are always using the back of their hand. It's just like the coolest thing. I'm like, the less mess on my hands, the better.
I know, I always have to go in with like a makeup wipe after. And then I'll just like rub it through the spoolie here to make sure I get it evenly on it. But if I went in directly in there, I would pick up way too much.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so next we're going in with the NARS Matte Concealer. This is like the greatest for blemishes. So like, the concealer that we used under your eyes, it's radiant, right? So it has like more of a shine to it. With a blemish or a spot, you want to like take the attention away. So you don't want to put something shiny on it. Right. You want to put like a matte product on it to make it go away. So this stuff is matte and it's like a little bit thicker than a normal concealer. I think a lot of people make the mistake of taking the same concealer that they use under their eyes and like
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Oh, so we want to use something
Get something
different.
matte. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, you're just painting it away.
Do a tiny bit more just so I know it stays.
Ooh, bye-bye. Okay, so I have a lip blushing, if we haven't talked about it yet. So it's a tattoo for my lips. And this is gonna last about 5 years, so this is my lip color.
So we're using Makeup Forever in the color Wherever Walnut, which is like a neutrally color. I tend to be like a neutrally lip kind of girl, and she has like the perfectly colored neutral lip, so I think this will complement her lips perfectly. I'm just gonna use my finger to kind of like smudge the line, which you could also do with the brush.
Ooh, it's so pretty. It's so natural. It just like enhances the shape of my lips.
Yep. Another trick you can do is if you shade in the corners of your lips, it's another like shadow mimic. So it'll make your lips look more plump if you like make kind of little triangles in the corner.
Do it. Yeah. Make them huge. Oh wow, that's beautiful.
So there's nothing in the middle of your lips right now. Like it's just like in the corners.
I'm obsessed. They're so juicy and beautiful.
Next, Dior lip oil, which is just clear. Like, I think we like the color that we have going on, so we're just gonna do something clear over it, and this is like juicy and smells amazing.
Love.
And the applicator, which I won't use, I'll use like a sterile one, but is like just like a pillow, like a velvet pillow on your lips. It's so nice.
Give me the pillow.
This is my favorite, like one of my absolute favorite products, the Stay Super Glowy Gel. It just adds like the most natural, hydrated, glowy finish without being like a glittery highlighter.
Okay.
It'll just make it like this, like it'll give you this like glassy skin. You'll like this.
Okay,
yeah,
amazing.
You'll like this.
It's just like a little shimmer.
Yeah, it's like when the light hits you, it'll like pick it up. It's funny because your skin kind of your skin
My skin
has
is
that
kind of
glow.
reflective.
You have the glow. It's funny. It makes like less of a difference on you because your skin already does that.
I love it though.
But it's so good, especially if you've like powdered here. It'll like bring it back. You know, to like bring the
it's so
the glow
pretty.
back.
Say bye to everyone, and I'll put your contact information down there. Yay! Bye.